Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm very sorry because I know I said that I was not gonna take 2 weeks off and I literally took 2 weeks off. So forgive me, but yeah, it was just the holidays and trying to spend time with my family. And I only had like one free day last week and it ended up being like not a free day because I was just running around everywhere. But yeah, I'm back and I'm back with the red hair. Y'all know I love the red hair. It's my second time having it in my whole entire life because the first time I fell in love with it so much, so I wanted to get it again for the holidays. But yeah, so y'all know I love to just sit and have a conversation with y'all about just anything that comes to my mind that I feel like isn't talked about enough. So that's pretty much what I just do. I just come and I just talk to y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and be flat out and say that I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions today. Yeah, surprise, surprise. I'm not doing that. Very cliche, very. I'm just not gonna put on a fake face and pretend to feed the YouTube algorithm with, oh my God, New Year's. No, no, not doing that. So we're talking about pleasure versus peace because I don't know, it just came to my mind like literally a couple hours ago, and that's just what I wanted to talk about. So yeah, let's talk about it. So even though this is not like blatantly like New Year's resolution or whatever based, you can still intertwine this with whatever your New Year's resolution might be if you have one. So lately I've been like very, very just content. Just pleased and happy with where I am and what I have going on right now. That doesn't mean that every single day that I'm happy, because joy and happiness is not the same thing. But not gonna get deep into that, but you know what I mean. So, but it's just been like as of late, it's just been kind of not mundane because I don't think mundane has a good connotation, but just like I wake up and I'm just grateful for my life and I'm just grateful for all the things that I have. And I don't have a bunch of like, I do have stressors. I'm not gonna say I don't have stressors. I do have stressors, but even with those stressors, I'm still pretty just like life is good right now, you know? So I don't think stressors do. Um, so I'm not saying that every single day of my life is happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. No. Like if you've been following my shorts lately, you know I have two jobs now. I'm in school, I'm trying to graduate, and I mean the list goes on and on and on about the things that stress me out. Yet I still have peace. So why is that? Like I really think to myself and I take a step back and I look at my life and I'm like, how is all these things going on or whatever and me feeling the way I feel, how can those two things exist in the same entity? You know what I mean? So, and I'll talk to my friends or like they'll talk to me and they'll tell me like something that might be kind of upsetting them in their life. And it's just like I look at, what they're talking about, and a lot of the things that they're talking about are things that I don't have necessarily, and there are things that I don't have by choice, right? So they'll be stressing out about a boy. God help me. Or they'll be stressing out about wanting like just stuff, like a new this or a new that, or I don't know. And so what I realized is that although a lot of the times I want, sorry, I just heard something. I want like those things too, and because my friends are typically the same age as me and we want all the same things pretty much, but I realized I chose peace over pleasure because my thing is like all the things that I'm supposed to have are, I'm going to have them. I might not have them at this very moment, but I really couldn't care less because I know I'm gonna like have them whatever way. Like I don't want to add more stuff in my life. I already have a lot to do. I don't want to add more things or chores to myself because I'm trying to get. You feel what I'm saying? So and whenever like I'll try to tell my friends if they come to me with some kind of issue about something, right? Is that basically I just kind of focus on myself is very cliche and I really don't want to use that term, but it's more of like just because people use focus on themselves very loosely now. So it's really not that. It's more of just like literally just being with myself, learning how to be with myself. Sorry. That was embarrassing. I used to have a lisp. Sorry. So like sometimes it like slips out. So anyways, but yeah, being content with myself and yeah, but that's like a really long journey and it can't happen in one day. And you know, I say that, but it really starts with picking your peace over things that are pleasurable. I hope all that made sense, you know? So like I don't have a boyfriend right now. I could if I wanted to, but I really don't want to because I'm not gonna say having a boyfriend can be a stress. It can be a stress in your life. It doesn't have to be a stress in your life. So that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to go out and look for a boy when I could care that's what I mean when you're choosing your peace over your pleasure. So picking peace over pleasure is definitely a journey. You can't just wake up in the morning and know how to do it. I mean, maybe you can, but it was a journey for me. But it was almost like an unconscious journey, and I think it came a lot with like maturity. So, but what I'm saying is like when I took a step back and I realized I was like, okay, I have this, and this going on, yet I still feel fine. I still feel at peace. You know, I'm not all over the place. Why is that? It's because I realized that I learned how to pick peace over pleasure. So it comes down to what you value more. You know what I mean? Like, do I value having a boy in my life more than I value time with my own self? No. Like, do I value what I want other people to think about me more than I value saving my money? No. So when it comes down, when you ask yourself those kind of questions and you really take a step back and look at, like, really analyze why you might feel empty, stressed, insecure, whatever, you know, what are you valuing more? When you ask yourself what you're valuing more, you will then learn. It will be kind of more black and white of how to or why you pick pleasure over peace, or to pick peace over pleasure. So that's just kind of what I learned and what I realized. So yeah, as far as like a New Year's resolution, like that's not what I'm talking about, but it can have a New Year's resolution undertone to it, you know, like whatever kind of goal that you set. Is it like a pleasure goal or is it a peace goal? So it's always going to be stressors in your life. It's always going to be this, that, and the third, whether that be bills or just, I don't know, just anything that you can think of that stresses you out, right? So the question you got to ask yourself is, why do you want to like when you get the choice to choose some of your stressors, not all of your stressors are a choice, but some of them are. So when you come to the ones that are a choice, why choose them? So nobody's forcing you to do anything. Nobody's like making you. It's just a matter of your choice. Ask yourself the questions: what do you value more? Do you value this more, or do you value that more? Which one is peace and which one is pleasure? And soon enough, you will like kind of eliminate the stuff from your life that were chosen stressors. Like I said, like all stressors in your life are just going to be there most of the time, you know, that you can't help, but some of them are choices. So if you can eliminate the chosen stressors and just deal with the ones that you really can't do anything about, and you'll probably start to have more peace. And a lot of my peace is also found like through God too. So, you know, just starting to read my Bible more, pray more, and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, so it's that and a combination of figuring out what matters to me more. Everybody is different. I'm not going to say my values are the same as your values, or whatever I value more is the same as whatever you value more. No. I'm just saying that you have to ask yourself the questions about this or that, and soon enough, like all that whatever mess will just start leaking its way out. And yeah, but you also actually, before I even jumped the gun, you have to probably start valuing yourself just as a whole, like, more first, you know. So if you like treat yourself like crap or talk to yourself like crap, that's probably the step you would probably need to take first before you even ask yourself any of the kinds of questions. Because if you already don't value yourself, when you ask yourself, like, do I value this more, do I value that more, peace and pleasure, you're probably like automatically going to probably pick the pleasure ones. I don't know. Because if you value yourself, you're going to value your peace. If you value yourself, you're going to value your peace. Trust me on that. So if you don't value yourself, the likelihood of picking peace over pleasure isn't really that high. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not no PhD kind of doctor that knows everything. So, but I'm just saying that's how I got to the place that I'm at. And I just wanted to share it with y'all and have the conversation about it, because y'all know I love to talk about just anything and everything. So, yeah. I guess that's all I have for y'all today before I just start getting kind of redundant. I know I have a habit of doing that. But, yeah, so I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's and all that stuff. Y'all, like I said in the beginning, I wasn't coming on here to talk about no New Year's resolution because I don't really care what the algorithm wants. That's not what I want to talk about today. So, yeah, but I do hope you got something out of what I was talking about, you know, the peace versus pleasure, because I want not just your year, but your overall life to be better. I'm not saying I can make your life better, but, you know, just anything that makes me feel good, I love to pass it on, and learning how to pick peace over pleasure has made me feel good. So, yeah, I guess that is it. I will be back next week with another video. If y'all want to give me a topic, that would be great. If not, I can probably come up with one myself like I usually do. And yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe. I haven't said that in a while. I feel like saying like and subscribe is just very like cringy to me. You know, I usually just put like the subscribe thing like right there in the corner. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like saying that, but I guess I just said it. But yeah, I will see y'all later.